Right now, millions of Americans are tearing each other apart in the comment sections over President Trump's latest press conference. They are mindlessly swiping through TikTok, laughing at AI-generated memes, or wearing their Apple Vision Pros completely detached from the physical world. They are binge-watching post-apocalyptic shows on Netflix, completely blind to the terrifying irony that they are watching their own future as entertainment. We live in a society deeply sedated by screens, a culture that thinks a collapsed economy is just another trending hashtag. But I need you to imagine a random Tuesday evening. You are waiting for your Uber Eats delivery, and suddenly, the screen goes black. The Wi-Fi drops. The cell towers ping their final signal and die. The grid falls silent. In that exact fraction of a second, who are you? My name is not important. I am not a retired Navy SEAL selling you a tactical masterclass. I am not a billionaire tech bro building a luxury doomsday bunker in New Zealand. I don't have inside government clearance. I am just a normal guy, a father, and someone who refuses to close his eyes anymore. What I am about to tell you is not easy to hear, but it is necessary, because we are already deep into 2026, and a few nights ago, I had a realization so heavy, so brutally clear, that it shook me to my core. I didn't ask for this burden, but after everything I have researched, everything I see unfolding in the global supply chains, and the absolute fragility of our society, I can no longer remain silent. Many people said 2024 was the crazy year. Then they said 2025 would be the collapse. We survived, mostly. And because we survived, people got comfortable again. They went back to sleep. They trusted the system. But 2026 is different. The cracks in the foundation are no longer hidden. I see people buying the 12 survival items I talked about in my last video. I see you stocking up on rice, matches, bleach, and contractor bags. And that is good. But the terrifying truth that woke me up in a cold sweat is this. A pantry full of rice and a closet full of 550 paracord means absolutely nothing if your mind is soft. If the grid drops tomorrow, the gear won't save you. Only the awakened mind will. The trailer of the collapse. It started late at night. I couldn't sleep. The algorithmic noise of YouTube and X, formerly Twitter, was echoing in my head. Everyone screaming about inflation, border crises, and overseas wars. I shut my laptop, sat in the dark, and asked myself, when the music stops, what actually happens to us? And it was like a movie trailer playing in my head, not a mystical vision, but a cold, hard, logical deduction of human nature. I saw the modern American neighborhood transforming in a matter of 72 hours. I saw the grocery stores, those modern museums of decay, emptied out by panicked mobs. I saw the electric vehicles, the Teslas and the Rivians, sitting dead in driveways, reduced to expensive glass and metal coffins because the charging stations were dark. I saw the heat. I saw families who have never known a day without air conditioning, suffocating in their own homes. I saw children crying, not because they lost their iPads, but because their stomachs were empty and their parents had no idea how to build a fire to boil water. I saw fear, a paralyzing, primal fear in the eyes of men who thought their stock portfolios and crypto wallets made them powerful. In the wasteland, a Bitcoin millionaire is just a man who doesn't know how to purify water. Everything was fast, everything was violent, neighbors turning on neighbors over a gallon of gasoline. It was as if the thin veneer of civilization was violently ripped off, exposing the savage reality underneath. And in the middle of this mental simulation, a single thought echoed in my mind, clear and firm. Only those who have conditioned their minds to the harshness of reality will be spared. When I snapped out of it, my hands were shaking. I looked at my meticulously organized survival gear, my water filters, my emergency radios, and I realized they were just tools. A tool is useless in the hands of a coward. 2026 is the year the world tests not what you have in your basement, but what you have in your head. The presence of the primal will. Let me be perfectly clear. The ultimate currency in World War III or a total grid collapse is not gold. It is not ammo. It is mental fortitude. It is the primal will to survive. I want to repeat this so it burns into your memory. Whoever has the primal will anchored in their home will be spared. This isn't a motivational quote you post on Instagram. It is an instruction. If you understand this, you have already begun to awaken. Because what will sustain your life and your family's sanity in 2026 is not a political savior. It's not waiting for the government to drop FEMA supplies. It is the raw, unyielding will to endure suffering without breaking. The modern world has made us incredibly weak. We use apps to find a date, apps to deliver a burger, algorithms to tell us what music to listen to. We have outsourced our critical thinking to ChatGPT. We are fragile. But the collapse does not respect fragility. The collapse does not care about your feelings, your social status, or your pronouns. It only respects the laws of nature. Since that night, I changed everything in my house. I didn't become a crazy fanatic. I became a realist. I threw away the digital garbage. I stopped watching mind-numbing reality TV. I stopped engaging in useless political arguments online. I looked at my family and realized I was their shield, but a shield made of glass shatters on the first impact. I had to become iron. And I'm telling you this because you need to become iron too. Don't wait for the disaster to harden you. Hardship will crush you if you aren't prepared for it. Start now. If you are listening to this right now and you feel the weight of what is coming, go to the comments and type the word prepare. Don't just watch this video and scroll to the next funny dog reel. Make a commitment. Send this video to that friend who is still fast asleep, living in the illusion. The 3 pillars of the awakened home. You might be asking, what exactly do I need to do? What must I have in my house? Listen carefully. I am not selling you a survival kit. I am telling you that every prepared home in 2026 must have 3 invisible yet deeply physical pillars established right now. The first pillar is the visual anchor. You need a physical, visible space in your home that reminds you every single day of the harsh reality. Not a vision board with luxury cars, but a brutal reminder of your responsibility. In my house, right by the front door, sits my heavy canvas go bag, a manual compass, and a physical paper map of my state. No GPS, no digital screens. This is my anchor. It sits there to tell me the digital world is a lie. This is reality. When you have a visual anchor, you kill the illusion of safety. You walk past it and it reminds you that the safety of your family depends entirely on your 2 hands. The second pillar is the reality filter. This is the discipline of isolation. Your home must be a fortress, not just physically, but mentally. Right now, your home is being invaded 24/7 by a Trojan horse, your smartphone. You are letting the panic, the propaganda, and the poison of the outside world into your living room. The reality filter means establishing hard boundaries, cut the algorithms, dedicate hours where the screens are dead. If the grid goes down, the silence will drive modern people insane. They will lose their minds without the constant dopamine hit of a screen. You must condition yourself and your children to the silence now. Learn to sit in a quiet room. Learn to be comfortable with the absence of entertainment. When the world goes dark, your home will already be accustomed to the peace, while everyone else is experiencing withdrawal. The third pillar is the war room. Every household needs a designated space for mental conditioning and strategic planning, a place where you sit down with your family away from the television and discuss the unthinkable. What happens if the water stops? What is our rally point if we get separated? Who handles the fire? Who handles the medical kit? This is not paranoia. This is responsibility. You are the general of your own home. You do not need a politician's permission to secure your perimeter. You cannot play at being a survivalist anymore by just watching YouTube videos. You have to live it. These three things, the anchor, the filter, the war room, have no power on their own. They are not magic tricks, but if executed with absolute discipline, they become the visible signs of an awakened mind. The betrayal of convenience. As I visualized the collapse, I saw something that scared me more than the starvation. I saw the betrayal of convenience. I saw thousands of people, tough-talking Americans, abandoning their independence the moment they got hungry. I saw people willingly marching into government relief camps, handing over their rights, their weapons, and their freedom just for a hot meal and a place to charge their phones. They traded their sovereignty for a blanket. I realized that the greatest danger of 2026 is not just the external chaos, it is the internal surrender. People who thought they would never bow down, surrendering to whatever authority promises to turn the lights back on. And I realized the system wants you dependent. The supply chain is designed to keep you on a leash. When you buy groceries that rot in a week, you are on a leash. When you rely on the cloud to store your memories, you are on a leash. To survive, you must break the agreements you made with the modern world. It is useless to stockpile 50 pounds of salt and beans if you are too mentally fragile to eat the same meal for 30 days straight. It is useless to buy heavy-duty contractor bags to black out your windows if you don't have the discipline to keep perfectly quiet when looters walk past your door. Survival is not a shopping list. It is a fundamental rewiring of your brain. If you feel you lack this structure, start today. Start doing hard things on purpose. Take a freezing cold shower. Turn off your AC in the middle of summer for a weekend. Fast for 24 hours just to remember what real hunger feels like. The primal will only speaks to those who choose to listen to discomfort. And whoever listens to discomfort now will be perfectly calm when the world goes to hell. The final warning. At the end of my realization, a profound silence fell over me. It was as if the chaotic noise of the 21st century had been completely muted. No politicians arguing, no social media notifications, no traffic. Just the quiet, terrifying reality of a reset world. And in that silence, the message was absolute. Those who adapt now will live. Those who cling to the old world will fall. This is not a threat. It is a final warning from reality itself, like a warning siren before a tsunami hits the coast. Nature does not want to see you perish, but nature is completely unforgiving to the unprepared. 2026 is the turning point. If you haven't taken a stand by now, you will be swept away by the current of the panicked masses. It doesn't matter how many podcasts you listen to. It doesn't matter how many tactical jackets you own. Are you living what you preach? Are your skills sharp, or are they just theoretical? I am just a guy sitting in his home, looking at his family, doing what needs to be done. I don't want fame. I only want to fulfill my duty to warn you. If you are watching this, it is not an accident. It is an opportunity. You still have a small window of time to adjust, to harden your mind, to prepare your pantry, and to secure your home. Don't wait for a sign. The sign is the inflation rate. The sign is the global conflict. The sign is the artificial intelligence replacing human reality. The signs have been flashing red for years. Stand up now. Throw away the digital distractions. Break your addiction to convenience. Build your visual anchor. Filter your reality. Establish your war room. Look your family in the eyes and tell them, we will not be victims, we will be survivors. When the grid fails and the darkness swallows the cities, your home will be a fortress of light and unbreakable will. Stockpile your gear, yes, but above all, stockpile your resilience. Subscribe to survive. This is the last law.